Welcome to Mystical Messages. I am Hilary Harley, your podcast host. I am a soul guide and astrologer. Mystical Messages is your podcast gateway to discover and learn more about the realm beyond the veil, including all things intuitive, metaphysical, and the healing arts. To learn more about my work or to book a session with me, please visit hilaryharley.com. If you would like to read my monthly forecast, you may find the full written transcript for all astrology episodes on my website. That way, if you hear something during the podcast and want to re-listen to a forecast or check a date of a cosmic event, you may find it on the written monthly forecast on hilaryharley.com. Today, I am so delighted to bring you my monthly astrology forecast for the first month of the new year, 2023. We will be breaking down the astrology for the month of January ahead. And we're deep in it now, deep into the thick of winter. Boy, where I live, we've got snow upon snow upon snow, and it's very festive until about, I'd say, February, and then we're like, So get your skis, snowshoes, mucklucks, whatever you have out, and get out there and enjoy that cold weather. But this is the Iceman Cometh, and we are in a very slow cycle. You may already be feeling the slow down, the shift into first gear. Mars has been retrograde for quite some time, and it is going to continue into the new year. So the new year begins very, very slowly, much like the frozen northern hemisphere. Life itself stands still. The dead of winter is upon us now. Both motivating Mars, planet of action, and messenger Mercury, ruling communication, are cycling retrograde motion as January 2023 begins. Retrograde planetary cycles give the illusion that planets are moving backwards. However, this is an optical illusion from our position on Earth. While it appears that nothing is happening, underneath the surface of life, everything is happening. Just like retrograding planets, we cannot see from our vantage point how things are brewing. I remind clients that if we never slept, how functional would we be? The first half of January is exactly like this, a natural sleep cycle. Winter compared to summer. While it may feel like we cannot get anything going or moving during the first 2 weeks of the month, that perspective is also an illusion. For when used wisely and well, this time is very rich indeed. From January 1st until the 18th, planning and preparation hold the keys to the springtime and, in fact, the rest of the year. Best to employ the RE words now: rest, review, research, relax, restore, renovate, reclaim, and more. You get the idea, because from Martin Luther King weekend on, we feel like we're on a rocket ship. So take advantage of life moving in first gear as January begins. Think of it as a warm-up or a dress rehearsal for the following 3+ months of bustling activity. It is truly the perfect time to percolate ideas, your dreams, to build the life you're envisioning. While I was too young to understand the message of Eugene O'Neill's play, The Iceman Cometh, when I saw it as a child, the story plots the need for people to perpetuate their dreams, whether fantasy or reality-based, at any cost. I mention this because it describes the ongoing dance between Neptune and Mars since last fall and which continues into the spring. In January, fortunately, Mars and Neptune are taking a break, dancing away from each other, cycling a distance apart until they clash again later in February. So we don't have to worry about these two this month. Their break affords us increased clarity and clear insight, which we haven't had in quite a while. Supporting this energy are significant grounding forces to focus our attention. No less than 6 out of the 10 planets are passing through Earth signs as January begins, accentuated by the lunar north node in Taurus. This is real deal energy that productively directs our time, talent, and resources. What you put in really is what you get out now. Think ROI, return on investment, for later down on the road. While it seems we can't get any measurable traction at first, focus on what you can accomplish. Setting goals, or 2 or 3. Make a plan, ask questions, and investigate if you don't know the answers. Network, dive deep in research. Rest. Yes, this is the natural hibernation time for mankind, so it is essential for even the most extroverted of us. Our awareness heightens moving into the full moon in nurturing Cancer the crab, opposing the Capricorn Sun and Mercury on Friday, January 6th. Emotionally, we are empathetic, in tune, and intuitive, even as our thoughts and actions are goal-oriented. Our hearts and minds joust in vivid technicolor, but remember, it does not have to be one or the other, either or. Rather, think both and. Use this distinction consciously and wisely, allowing your feelings to inform your deeds, letting your emotions guide your initiatives. Think of this process as left hand and right hand, mind and emotions playing collaboratively together in seamless coordination. Boosting our mindfulness as the full moon waxes, valuable Venus shifts into inventive Aquarius on Tuesday, January 3rd. Aquarius lends detachment to our perspective. Innovation and unique strategies abound for managing our relationships and resources through January 12th as Venus aligns to Mars. This alignment could not come at a better time as Mars finally turns direct motion on the 12th after 2.5 long months. Yippee-ki-yay. I know I'm going to be doing happy dance. Ideas, communication, groups, networking, technology all shift forward. We inch onward at first, and then, like getting our wheels going beneath us, we start to feel in the flow of life again. 1 full week later, strap yourselves in for a series of sizable planetary gear shifts. First, on Wednesday, January 18th, Messenger Mercury turns direct motion in practical Capricorn. Notably, on the same day, the Sun makes its annual conjunction to Transformer Pluto. This marks one powerful stretch, as remarkable as it is potent, like double espresso strong. 2 days later, the Sun enters innovative Aquarius, and the following day, the new moon in Aquarius occurs on Saturday, January 21st. Heading into the holiday weekend of Martin Luther King Day, pay attention to thoughts and words, both yours and others. This is the 4th consecutive new moon occurring in the 1st degree of a sign, meaning expect all new beginnings in every sector of our lives. These early degree new moons continue throughout 2023, indicating that we have had the opportunity to plant what we want to grow, whether at home, work, relationship, family, money, health, and anything you put your intentions toward. It is absolutely no accident nor coincidence that these lunar cycles occur now after the deconstruction of the past few years, the pandemic of 2020-21, and the destabilization of 2022. Virtually everything is on the table now to revise, renew, or release. Capricorn, Mercury, and Pluto cut out the waste and what is no longer wanted or needed, while the Aquarian Sun and new moon point us toward alternative and non-traditional techniques and methods to harness. Anything is possible now, says this new moon. The updraft and massive tailwind brought on by Mars-Mercury push forward simultaneous to the new moon affords the opportunity to carefully set intentions for the coming month and year. Handwrite 3 to 5 goals, prayers, or wishes that you seek to manifest. The more descriptive and detailed, the better. Then set alight in a safe container, either fire pit or fireplace, or if you live in a warmer climate, you may bury in the earth. Our wishes are the cosmos' command, as change agent Uranus turns direct motion on Sunday, January 22nd, marking the 4th and final cosmic gear shift of the month. The significance of these tightly clustered planetary changes cannot be overstated. Think of an enormous 747 jet airplane revving its engine for takeoff, and you get an idea of how massive the energetic thrust forward is now. For those paying attention and making use of the powerful energy this weekend with goodwill and compassion, you've got the whole world in your hands. While the calendar may indicate that 2023 began 3 weeks prior on New Year's Day, the energetic cosmic calendar actually starts the 3rd weekend of the month. Then, from January 23rd all the way through April 21st, every single planet is moving forward motion. Yes, all planets are go, and so are we. The frozen energy of early January now gives way to a 3-2-1 launch pad pushing up and outward in every direction. go, go, go. Time to sign major deals, documents, contracts, and purchase the large ticket items, list your home for sale, buy a car, or book big travel arrangements. The time for rumination and contemplation is over. It's time to move on and move out, especially to bring your dreams to life. Where the beginning of January was filled with a whole lot of speculation, musing, and reflection, the remaining 10 days of the month are about doing the thing to knock off the proverbial to-do list. As a final gesture, generous signature to the month, valuable Venus enters its exaltation sign of selfless Pisces on Thursday, January 26th. Here, in dreamy, mystical Pisces, Venus is such an honored guest. She graces our relationships and resources with benevolence and compassion straight from our hearts and better angels. Here, Venus is more concerned with making sure everyone has what each needs to live, love, and thrive. Although still deep in winter's grasp, we now approach Imbolc on February 1st, marking the halfway point between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. Imbolc literally means in the belly of the mother, because the seeds of the spring begin to stir now within the belly of Mother Earth. If you've noticed, earth and heart, these words are spelled with the exact same letters. Ask now what stirs deep in your heart to give life when spring arises. That brings us to the end of this episode of Mystical Messages. I hope you've enjoyed my forecast for January 2023. Happy New Year to each and every one of you listening, and your families for a healthy, joyous, and abundant, prosperous new year. To learn more about me, Hilary Harley, or to learn more about my work or book a session with me, please visit hilaryharley.com. If you would like to read my monthly forecast to check dates of planetary events or cycles, you may find the full transcript for all astrology episodes and my podcast on my website. Thank you so much for listening today. Please join me again in 2 weeks. I wish you many blessings for the new year and as you journey forward.